It's extraordinary to have your backyard just be a whole bunch of treasures that bring people from all over the world who want to experience the treasures that we have to offer.
Great hiking, great camping. It's a temperate rainforest and so has a lot of lush vegetation.
The Olympic National Forest is one of the most productive forests in the nation.
There's timber sales that happen to provide wood products to the public. And so it is a broader range of uses and activities that are allowed on the National Forest and therefore often much more complex. How do we balance all of that together on public lands?
There was a boom period in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And I think most stakeholders realized that it was unsustainable, that if we continued harvest on that scale and on that level, you would run out of wood.
That led to a lot of conflict, ultimately, and disagreement in terms of where we were prioritizing our efforts.
And folks, I think, decided there needed to be a better way. That's really kind of how a lot of these collaboratives joined.
The Olympic Forest Collaborative is a group of industry, agency, and conservation.
It's taught me how to meet common ground, and most importantly, we kind of trust each other.
It was initiated by Congressman Derek Kilmer.
I think one of the ethics that we have on the Olympic Peninsula is that you don't have to choose between environmental protection and growing our economy, that we need to do both, that we can be strong stewards of our lands and make sure that we also have a sustainable economy. And that's really what the collaborative is about. It's an opportunity for the timber industry and the conservation community to be at the same table, looking at how we manage the forest in a responsible way.
This is an example of the typical type of stand that we're working in the Olympic National Forest. About 50 or 60 years old, previously logged, and it's come back overly dense, heavily stocked, and we are at a point where we can do a commercial thinning activity to generate revenue as well as enhance the ecological value of the forest.
Thinning out what are called plantation stands that were just planted row by row, almost like corn, which means there wasn't a lot of understory, not a lot of diversity in the species.
The goal of having healthy, mature, structurally diverse forests that support the wide range of species that evolved here, while still getting timber out to communities and mills. That's the collaborative's goal. You have to open it up to light and air and water for everything that needs to eat and find shelter to be able to thrive and survive. We need trees to grow well. We need them for carbon capture. We need them for moisture, for capturing the marine layer that comes in and allows fog drip. And we need them for timber.
The dollars generated go straight back to the forest of origin. So that can be used to put culverts in or do some watershed restoration projects.
But you go out and you have, the foresters talking to the conservationists about, what trees to leave, what does that watershed need, and you have people of disparate interests actually, but similar skill sets working together, and it's incredibly inspiring.
We go out, lay out the project, and we reach agreement, and then the project moves forward.
And you focus all of that energy in trying to make a healthy forest.
One size doesn't fit all, and it approaches every site differently depending on the species, the stand structure, the geology, the hydrology, the climate.
A couple of our projects have been, down under 65 acres. We've gotten one larger one done in the 200 to 300 acre size, but I think that the forest and the collaborative want to see how we can do more of those larger 300 acre type size projects.
I just like to see the collaborative exponentially do more projects. Right now we're on the scale of doing one project a year.
For me, the collaborative has the potential to help solve some serious problems that we're confronting, and and we have to face them. We have to face them head on.
I think it's refreshing to see folks who may not have always agreed on issues doing the hard work of trying to find common ground and see where there can be win-wins.
Given the past history of logging on this forest, we are calling on community members to help us move forward with stewardship and restoration for this forest so that we can better care for it and bring back high quality habitat for animals and also recreation opportunities for people.
There's a lot of opportunities out there to get stuff done.
One of the things that I really enjoy and benefit from in the collaborative is being able to talk across traditional boundaries.
Your legacy is not so much what you do, it's what you leave to the next generation. And a healthy forest is hopefully something that I could have some impact on.